Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Tuesday, May 13th, around 10 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. The first X flare in quite some time, an X1.2, actually happened behind the limb as a departing region is no longer facing the Earth, facing quiet. A CME did occur, but it's not coming anywhere towards Earth. On Earth, we had a powerful 6.3 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Greece just hours ago. Tsunami warnings were issued. Keep calm. It's boom time. We've got severe weather, including possible tornado threats, returning to the plains and the Midwest through early next week. A more active severe weather pattern is ahead beginning later this week in the plains and Midwest that could produce large hail, wind, damage, and possibly a tornado threat. And supercell storms could fire Thursday afternoon near the Twin Cities. There could also be a line of severe storms blasting into southwestern Minnesota on Thursday morning. But the bullseye is Wisconsin. Yeah, all you cheeseheads, you have an enhanced storm threat for Thursday. Hey. Severe thunderstorms issued just moments ago in central Virginia as well, including Brunswick County, Cumberland County, Lunenburg County, Mecklenburg, and Prince Edward County as well. You can see that line of storms here now moving from Richmond to the north and east. No severe weather alerts currently, so those severe threats have dissipated, but that line of storms is going to be lingering around here in the Delmarva as it moves east. So heed the warnings, and the full forecast is coming now. And here's the full forecast. Early season heat wave in Texas, which the fearmongers have been really pushing this one. But like every summer season, as it enters into spring, ding, ding, the Southwest and the South gets hot. So we see 100-degree spikes all the time in May. So this is not unusual. It might be unusual for the region, but not for the South in general. Early season heat wave hits Texas, thunderstorms and heavy rainfall in the mid-Atlantic and north central plains, especially later this week. An early season heat wave will bring record-breaking temperatures to parts of Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis, through this weekend into next week. Thunderstorms and flooding in the mid-Atlantic region will continue overnight into Wednesday. Severe thunderstorms and heavy rainfall are possible over parts of the Dakotas and Nebraska on Wednesday as well. Elevated to critical fire weather conditions continue in the southern plains and will kick up tomorrow as we'll be in red flag warnings and 50-mile-an-hour gusts all day. Maybe we'll have some footage. Speaking of footage, Top Knot and I went up into the high country, and we've got a bunch of shorts and videos that are now posted live, so go check them out. Also, go over to weather.gov and click on your county for more information about red flag warnings, winter storm warnings and watches, flooding watches, freeze warnings, flood warnings and watches, and more. Just check the map, check your warning, click on your county, and you will get, well, the updated information. It's that simple. Let's take a look at the GFS model and walk it through. You see some unsettled weather in the east, specifically over Pennsylvania and the Virginias. That's where those thunderstorm warnings are coming from. And we've got some winter storm warnings and watches in the west as systems are producing heavy snow in the high elevations and rain on the flanks. So we'll move it through here Wednesday. You can see that snow bombing out there. And here we are Thursday, and that is when the severe weather threat will erupt over the Dakotas, moving east through Minnesota and ending up into Wisconsin with the big boom as this bombs out here and moves east and off the charts. But when that happens, take a look. Another system coming mid-May, moving through the west, will bring more heavy snow to high elevations, which is good news, before the next big severe weather threat, the third week of May here, May 23rd, emerges in that same region of the plains in the north. Quick look at the total snowfall from these events in the spring, and each model run shows more and more snow hitting these regions through the end of May. It's looking quite spectacular, especially for the basins that need it the most, which is, well, all of them. The more snow, the more rain, the more we gain. It's just how it works. Rain equals plants, plant equals food, food equals full tummies. A powerful magnitude 6.3 earthquake strikes off the coast of Greece with tsunami warnings issued today. Hey, the quake was at a depth of 52 miles, GFS said. Residents in Egypt also felt the quake, with the country's National Research Institute of Astronomy and Geophysics reporting no casualties and no property damage, well, in this fantastic region of Greece. That is the earthquake in question right there. Currently downgraded to 6.0 magnitude south-southeast, 23 kilometers south-southeast of Fry, Greece. We can blow it up and we can see exactly where that baby happened. Yeah, in the middle of the Mediterranean. Yeah, so nobody really being affected by that. And thankfully, no tsunamis. You can see here an interesting rumbler here on the northern region, 4.7 in Iceland. This is in the Tsunami fracture zone. We'll get to that in just a second. Also have an interesting 3.3 magnitude quake happening in Illinois, of all places. So what we've seen is an uptick of really unique quakes near the Appalachian Fault, moving all the way down through the New Madrid region, including Tennessee. In the last few days, we're going to have to keep a close eye on this. Nothing like this has happened in the last decade. So we'll keep a close eye on that for you. 5.2 in Mexico there. We've got 5.5 in Japan as well. Other than that, no quakes of note. Here is that seismic activity in the Tsunami fracture zone. You can see hundreds of quakes happening over the last 24 hours, but that paroxysm of quakes has come to a close. This is an offshore region that often shows tectonic movements at this mid-ocean ridge often. So this is normal activity. It could increase over the coming days or just end like it does many times. So is this volcanic in nature? Probably not. It's more tectonic. But nonetheless, approaching 5 magnitude here, many people felt it. It did rumble homes, and it is quite significant happening in Iceland. Worldwide volcano news for the 13th of May. Santo Guito to 14,000 feet leads off the list, followed by Etna with spectacular lava fountaining over the last 24 hours. We had Strombolian activity decreasing now. Conleon volcanic ash reported the 21st episode of Kilauea has come to a close, but it did have spectacular tall lava fountains. We do have that live stream over at Magnetic Reversal News on Rumble for you to go check out. So make sure you follow us on Oppenheimer Ranch Project on Rumble, as well as Magnetic Reversal News on Rumble. There's content that will never be up on YouTube because they would simply take it down. Conleon taking it down with a spectacular eruption, creating billowing ash plumes, significant pyroclastic flows overnight. Wow, that does look spectacular. The eruption reached thousands of feet, according to this. The event triggered strong, hot, incandescent avalanches or pyroclastic flows racing down the southern slope, maybe later. The southern slope of the edifice at about 2 kilometers distance from the summit. So quite significant as far as pyroclastic flows there, moving 2 kilometers downstream. The 13th effusive eruption at Etna's southeast crater last night was spectacular, and photographers, well, took advantage of the situation. Here we can see 2 lava flows from the southeast crater from those photographers. Spectacular indeed. Dukono on the list. Volcanic ash observed today. Sangay to 20,000 feet. Swanasima, 4,000 foot blast. Samadu, who knew, now you do. 15,000 foot puff there. Ibu to 6,000 feet. Fuego to 15,000 foot. Conleon on the list. Popo today puffing to 20,000 feet. Santo Guito to 14,000 foot. Sangay, confirmed volcanic ash. Liwatobi to 8,000. Reventador, 15,000 foot blast. Hecla Holy Hekla! A volcanic ash advisory at Hekla in Iceland. What is going on there? I haven't heard about this. Yeah, a volcanic ash advisory. Is this? It's an exercise. This is fake. Okay, no eruption at Hekla, thank God. That would be earth-changing. So another exercise at Hekla, as if a VEI 5 or greater eruption were to have occurred. Dukono to 11,000 foot, Sungay to 20,000 foot. We've got, now we're going to get into the 14th here. Semeru, who knew? You do. Now, 15,000 foot blast there. Ibu to 7,000. Santiaguito, possible volcanic ash. And Reventador to 13,000 foot, wrapping up the list for tonight. Again, please follow us on our Rumble channels, Magnetic Reversal News, and Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Just go to Rumble, type in those terms, and you'll find the channel. A quick look at space weather. Solar flare detection and the GOES 16 X-ray flux looks spectacular with that impulsive X-flare. The only problem, it was a limb eruption. It's not Earth-facing. It's not significant. And there were two far-side eruptions at once. Here is CME1 from the X-flare, and then CME2 kicked off on the backside, which will be a sunspot region turning around the limb and facing us. Probably will be in the northern hemisphere here. But still will be Earth-facing. So that is the space weather news, and I'm going to stick with it. The flare was a X1.2. It was detected today at 15:18 UTC. The source was AR 4086, now turned around the west limb, and a coronal mass ejection was produced. The surprise X1.2 solar flare Tuesday was associated with an additional coronal mass ejection that is headed to the west and away from Earth in a 1-2 punch. How do you like them apples? I always like a 1-2 punch when it comes to X-flares. Detailed new images of Jupiter's aurora reveal strange and unexplained brightness, and cosmologists are baffled. That's because they use the standard model of cosmology. They've not gotten on board with plasma cosmology or the electric universe model, which explains everything quite concisely, including the aurora on Jupiter, as well as the non-existence of black holes, the non-existence of dark energy or dark matter, and the fact that it's all mathematical gobbledygook, and we are still in the Stone Age when it comes to cosmology, and no one knows why. Well, we do. A good friend of the channel sent me over his latest blog post here, Ardently Grant. Yeah, over his Substack here, pet food, sweeteners, diabetes, and cancer. Couldn't be more than the truth here. If you want to read the truth, it has to be hidden in Substack because the mainstream media will censor it. If you put it on YouTube, they will demonetize it. They will shut you down. They will call you disinformation. But the fact is, the food we eat is food for sheep, and the food dogs eat is way worse. You know those really expensive treats called greenies? Those are one of the biggest problems in the dog food market. They're created by special chemicals and monodiglycerides and compound chemicals that are pure sugars that cause diabetic spikes in dogs. And there is no health benefits. There's no benefits at all to feeding your animals this garbage. They need natural bones and sticks and other crap from the forest, rotting animals to chew on. They don't need this garbage. This was invented by humans to make money because dogs would eat them because it's made of pure sugar. Nothing that we're buying for our pets are beneficial for them whatsoever. You should feed your dog real food, meat, real food, whole food. Our dogs eat vegetables, for goodness sakes. How many of your dogs eat vegetables? I wonder. Please read the Substack and get informed. And if you want to save money and you've been thinking about Starlink, you have less than 48 hours to get involved in this offer. The link is below. We both benefit. We get a free month of Starlink if you get a free year of Starlink. And what I mean by that is you get the free standard kit, which I paid over $650 for. It's now down to $350. But in certain areas, the Starlink kit is now free if you just pay for a year of service. Holy macaroni. A free Starlink kit with 12 months, residential plan in select areas. Go see if you qualify. Get the best high-speed internet ever. It works if the grid goes down. You just need a generator. You plug it in, and you're back online. You can dump your landlines, everything else as far as your preparedness and survival. You need a backup generator and Starlink, and you will be the last person on Earth still communicating. Get the deal now. Get a free standard Starlink kit with a 1-year residential plan for select areas. Support yourself, support your preparedness. Get the Starlink internet at the highest speed that is one of the best internets I've ever had in my life. It's amazing. I would recommend nothing else. And I paid top dollar, and you're going to get it for free. How simple is that? Check out if you qualify. Type in your service address and see if you qualify. You only have less than 2 days. It only runs through May 15th. And good news, Hemp Lucid just gave us our own exclusive website for you guys if you purchase their products. Automatically 20% off with the Boom coupon code for any of their products, including all Delta 9. If you're in a state that is, well, cannabis is illegal, Delta 9 is legal due to the federally legalized Hemp Act about 10 years ago. So go get all the products that will make your health and wellness better, help you sleep better, less stress, bring your immune system into homeostasis. Get the full plant extracts. Get them now at our exclusive link below where you will get 20% off on all products. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. We need your help to grow. Most of the people watching, about half are unsubscribed, and you just need to hit that subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, which, well, you may never get. So make sure to check back every evening. We've been posting every day for 10 years. We love each and every one of you, and that is a boom.